So there's three clubs coming up from the Championship next season. They are Burnley, Sheffield United and Luton Town. So let's see how I think they will do. Will they survive? Will it just be one team or all three? Let's have a look at how they did last season and see if they can translate that to the Premier League. Let's start off with Burnley, the Championship winners of last season. Burnley have in fact already made 3 signings this season in Darragh O'Shea, Michael Obafemi and Jordan Bayer, and they are linked with a whole host of players, so they seem to be in a good spot to do well next season. Last season Burnley absolutely walked the league, getting 101 points, and although under Vincent Kompany they started a little shaky in the autumn, they quickly stabilised things with consistent form and consistent wins, guiding them to promotion during Easter. At one point in the season, they even managed to win 10 games in a row, equaling the league's record. A good FA Cup run reaching the quarter-finals also indicates strong times are ahead for Burnley. I think they'll do pretty well. Look at Fulham last season, chasing for Europe a long time. Although I have some doubts as a Norwich fan, when we walked the league, we went straight back down. I think Burnley are a little different. Under Vincent Kompany, they have a strong coach who knows what the players want and the players know what he wants. I think they'll finish somewhere between 11th and 14th, safely above the relegation zone, not having too much danger. And now Sheffield United. Sheffield United had an equally good season, finishing second and getting 91 points, a total which in the previous season would have seen them win the league. They were even more successful in the FA Cup, reaching the semi-finals before being knocked out to eventual winners Man City. The Senegalese attacker Iliman Ndiaye is a key player and he scored 14 goals in the league last season. The centre-back brought in from Malmo, Ahmed Hodzic, was crucial to their success. There was never much doubt of not being promoted, with the team consistently in second, from game week 21 up until the end of the season. They are linked with a bunch of players including Benny Traore, who is doing well in the Swedish league, and Mason Holgate, who is a solid Premier League defender at relegation rivals Everton. However, many reports suggest that their transfer budget is small, and hence this worries me a little. They may not have much to spend, and hence they may struggle in an ever-changing environment where Premier League clubs need to spend huge, extortionate amounts to have a decent chance of survival. Look at Nottingham Forest last season, 100+ million on players, and they barely survived. The same goes for Aston Villa a few years ago, spent over 100 million, and also barely survived. Clubs need to spend money to succeed in the Premier League, and I just don't see how Sheffield United can handle that. I think their squad is better than it was when they went down. However, I think they might just go down again, finishing in 18th or 19th. However, I do think they have an okay chance of surviving, maybe 30 to 40%. And finally, we have Premier League new boys and playoff winners Luton Town. Now I think Luton are a really interesting side. It's their first season in the top flight in over 30 years, and their first ever season in the Premier League. Carlton Morris, who scored 20 goals last season, will be crucial to their success. I can't wait to see Kenilworth Road on the telly. Imagine Harry Kane just booting a ball into someone's back garden, and fans walking through someone's washing line. It'll be absolute jokes and banters. Anyway, Rob Edwards has a mammoth task on his hands, with a side that isn't as well known as perhaps the Burnley and Sheffield United players are, and definitely has less experience, particularly at the top level. However, when you look at how consistent their form has been in 2023, with lots of wins and a few draws, but they still managed to achieve a 3rd place finish and winning the playoff against Coventry. They clearly have something about them, and I can understand why everyone thinks they'll finish dead last, but I could see them finishing a little higher, to be honest with you. I think it's fairly likely they'll get relegated, definitely higher than 60% chances, but I think they could finish second to last at least. They definitely won't be as bad as Derby County were in the 07-08 season. They have a good manager, good fans, and players who are willing to fight more than ever. And teams will struggle to play at a ground they are not used to. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.